Hi. Yeah, Brennan Moriarty. It's bright, very bright. It's not funny. But um, here I am. And I don't know where I'm at. Somewhere back here. Whoa! Watch that. Whoa! Wire there. I'm trying to change the world. Okay, that's if I have to be a narcissist, to sort of catch your attention, watching the computer is a narcissist. Computer is tweaking. So, I've been working on this, and studying this for a long time, and refining the most crucial elements. So like on a shape, a geometric shape, there are only a couple of points. These points are infinitely they do not occupy space. They simply reflect it. Eventually you have to touch the ground and find that general happiness. But it's really bright out here. Really, really bright. My head's turning square or something. I don't know. So I'm always like conscious of what is perceived, like this roof that falls off to nowhere here. It's like, whoa, imagine that. They're very short. So, what is perceived and what kind of reactions happen because naivety is something we sort of expect. Jaywalking. You go out there and you look for the most naive people possible, as though this is maybe your, I don't know. Jesus Christ. People go out west and they don't really have any responsibility. They don't. They're not. They're not children. They're adults. Yet they're entertaining children who may well have grown up in beyond the Great Divide, the far side of the Great Divide. And so they have no responsibility. So you have to find these points, looking at my computer, of responsibility that are the most functional, that reflect the actual sort of, the most important elements that there are. They can be exported because quality, okay? If quality is not an issue, and you're not even speaking English, you're not even speaking any language that's well known, it's effectively known. So that's the thing, they're trying to make communication, and it's very difficult, extremely difficult, because we don't see the future. We only see the past. We only see what happened. We're like reporters. The people who react to the present, I guess, or to the past. They're nut jobs. Okay, so they're crazy, but they're like unstable, unstabilized by it's like geometry. Okay, so geography is fundamental. So you measure that geography, the quality and the quantity, without like breaking down into losing your civility and your composure, or your seriousness. That's what people are hoping for. Like, this will be our break, and we'll make a run for it or something like that. And that's I don't know. It's like, you can look at history and have the same reaction and say, oh, there was Santa Cruz, California, and putting those pieces together, that's difficult. It's utterly difficult. And that's the mere definition of unwinding the reality. Squares. You gotta check out this. This is one of the things I love. This railing comes up to about my crotch, right? Just about jump over. It'd be kind of cool because Dad would be like, "Whoa, you'd be in heaven down there. Is that heaven?" I think it's the other way. It goes the other way around. But stairway to. It's like, when I come up to the rail, kind of like my knees get weak or something. I'm like, what's going on here? I was supposed to fly there or something. No, it wouldn't be worth it. No matter what they give you after you try to land on your feet. They probably won't give you anything. They probably say, "Oh, poor baby." That's what they would say, actually. They say, "Oh, poor baby, so sad." Okay, so I'm gonna send this, and I'm trying to get a scholarship, a grant, but I've seen that crowdsourcing, Eat Thief, thing in action. I've been there when people are like stimulated by my presence to donate to some cause or something like that. Whether I'm ambiguous or not, because salesmen, that can make you like sick. You'd be like. But I'm trying to do an academic thing, so I've been studying very, very intensively, and you cannot. I'm holding the camera myself in my own hand. That's how independent, outside I am on the reality, the truth. It's so. I'm just fascinated by the media. What happens, one person goes on YouTube and then news, like, just turn on the news to see the reaction. Okay, if you're crying, you're dying, right? If you're laughing, whatever. That's the saying. And, okay, so I'm trying to do an academic proposal where I can somehow achieve a grant. And, vehicles are going to destroy the planet and our spirit. And there's going to be one guy in a race car saying, "Oh, I'm so cool," and then it's going to just be this giant traffic jam of people saying, "Yeah, isn't that cool?" So I'm working on a physical design that is utterly simple. It's a paradigm, okay? So it's not about we're going to make some fancy muffler that only fit right up your, type of, so small that it's, so small that your feet will be crippled or something like that. No, it's this universal design, and so it's this whole series of vehicles that are all of this universal design. There's just a few components. The series generally has different sectors. One of the series is a single sector, single component. Componentology, like a set of components that you can make one that fits like 4 people very comfortably, a vehicle, right? Or maybe 4 full-size adults very comfortably. Full size, like I'm 6'4", okay? Just about. 4 of me, comfortably. that's efficiency, because you're going to respect the environment if you are comfortable. If you're, fashionable, you're just going to like, you know, spinning, spinning your tires, machismo, and so that's like, ooh, let's make a bunch of noise and pollution. So this vehicle of the future is very dynamic. Okay, it's an orchestration of society. It's a hardware unit that allows comfort and harmony to work. Okay, um, so so this one unit, the vehicle, the actual vehicle of the future. I'm sorry, as could actually be. You could take three of them and make a small house out of it. So that if if you want something fashionable and fascist, faster, this is that's the destructive route. General happiness is the peaceful route. Okay, so this is the smallest little thing of the highest value, human life at the beginning, which very carefully, like love is very careful, right? Can be an element of social ecology by name, you know, by geography, this full orchestration of everything, okay? And, I don't know, yeah. Okay, so, the vehicle of the future, that's something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a grant. I'm trying to get an academic grant to prototype this. So it's basically I, the team, I'd like to work, with slaves, gophers, to build a number of extremely simple prototypes. And so basically, you have this architectural box, which is the universal form, a paradigm in how cleanable it is. You can clean, you can open up, you can access any point. A person my size, so a person 6'6" could, in full athletic sort of form, do all the cleaning that a person 5'2" or 5'8" could do. So that's like a major paradigm, because the comfort of cleaning and efficiency, if that's not possible, then you're like just you're living in a potentially filthy world. So I'm trying to get a grant to do this. I'm vaguely applying, but I'm mostly applying my mind to the philosophical, the brink. What I wrote this one, on the wing with walking leather, grasp the brink with ink and feather. I'm not sure if that's ever been written. That stuff is fascinating. I love poetry and girls, girls, women, girls. I'm very confused at heart, because without that tradition, I feel threatened. I just feel like, oh, geez, what if, like, yikes, hello, whoa, but I'm not. I'm just threatened. I'm not threatened. I'm just worried that Mrs. Wright will be like over there, not, and so, like, but that doesn't. That's not. That's not a. It's not a threat. It's like a. It's just a fear of growing up on the west coast of America. Because it's creepy, as weird. They call themselves weird, And so basically, um, before color television, there were no weird uh, actions. There were people did not. You didn't really see gay couples in Asia. I see Asians all the time from Asia, sometimes you see some American Asians who are like sort of rotund, their self-esteem is being tapped up or something like that. Yeah. Um, but gay couples, I mean, that's I don't know. It's just being from California, near Hollywood, California, Redwood, right? I stay by the Wi-Fi. So that's I'm trying to do this, and I feel I feel that I will deliver the goods. I'll do a backflip, right? Land on my feet. If I just, work the street, where everyone will be listening. Yeah. I guess that's it. Listening. Like the tripwires, like whoa. Um, so I'm trying to do that, get an academic grant to do this prototyping at a university type or an institution, and a mentor somehow that I have like some sort of. I can't go to a doctor. I go to a doctor and I just like become entirely um, petrified. Okay, it's psychologically catatonic, not physically, physically. It's like Spider-Man. I could stand on the ceiling, okay? Right? Took my sanity at the same time. So I have to. I'm trying to do this stuff, and at the same time, if you read the news, you say, "Oh, Brennan didn't win, but someone else did something very interesting." And I'd be like, "Wow, that's dandy." Great. At least someone's got the cameras upside down. See, I am on the ceiling right now. Very confusing. Um, that's what. That's the energy, and it has no believers except the crazy. Um, complete, the sound of silence. No one would dare speak of the Santa Cruz mountains, giant mountains, great divides of World War II, the divides. I saw it all. Okay, all right. I witnessed it. Hollywood to Redwood, and and no, and nowhere else that's really there. So I mean, it's that's what I'm trying to do. Is trying to say, hey, look, I've found some element, some thread to draw out. And that's what I'm trying to. Oh, do please, for the love of God, okay, for the love of God, okay. Thank you, and keep tuning in. That's all I can do is tune in, see what happens. The lazy, crazy world, where respect is a matter of geography and not quality. So that I'm going to change that. Okay, quality is the big thing that we need to navigate. We need to race to the top, as they say. That's like that's not like the race to the bottom. The economic thing is where you're simply buying cheap stuff, increasingly toxic stuff, and just kind of dredging the stuff up. So It's quantified science, okay? Not inflated science, but extractions and reunifications that are crucially dynamic. Okay, so let's just leave it at that. And you just have to watch the news, I guess. That's all. That's all. You stare at the camera long enough. That's kind of all that they'll